All right, so I'm out. I'm on the side of the road right now in what the fuck is this place called? Roanoke?
Roanoke.
Roanoke, Louisiana. Because I ran out of gas in the middle of my 24-hour drive from Texas back to New York. Caught on the phone, conversation after conversation, handling certain things, and here we are, right? What's really bizarre is that it usually tells me how much I have left, right? Like it told me, I remember it saying 10 miles left, but when it drops to like, all right, the real 10 miles, it drops to zero and it warns you, hey, you need to get gas ASAP. I wasn't really paying attention. It was 100% my fault. I'm not going to blame it on the truck or anything. However, it just said 10 miles and then it just fucking stopped, right? I feel the car slowing down, pressing on the gas, not being able to go forward. It's literally the first time that something like this has happened to me. And I'm looking for the lesson in life that I could derive from this. It's not a big deal. I got a tow truck company that's coming in to put some gas on me on the truck. So I'm looking at it as a concierge service for getting gas delivered to me without having to go to a gas station, which is pretty cool. But to take the lesson from this and to keep it real, it comes down to paying attention in life, right? Things could be going well, things could be going smooth. You could be enjoying the journey and having fun and whatnot. However, it's always good to make sure that your foundation is still strong enough to be capable of supporting you, right? The prime example that I could use is this, right? I'm on the road 24 hours, right? I got this amazing truck with more than enough potential to be able to make it back to New York. However, without any fuel, I can't make it anywhere, right? All this power that is sitting here, unable to go anywhere, all because it needs that one thing, fuel. That could be eating the right foods, that could be having the right lifestyle, that could be hitting the gym to make sure that your mindset is optimal and being capable of going after bigger targets and bigger goals and remaining ambitious. That could be making sure that your team is doing the right thing and your systems are correct and you're training your people how you're supposed to be training them. That could mean anything. In boxing, that could mean making sure that your footwork is being done properly, right? So that you're balanced, you know how to move, you know how to get out, you know how to pivot, you know how to counter. Ultimately, it all comes down to your footwork, right? There's other moving parts because boxing is a very technical sport, but that's one of the big ones, right? Your footwork. And it's about having all of your checks and balances in place so that when you get on that road and when you start hitting that gas pedal and you're moving forward, it's not just about having the confidence that you're going to make it. It's also about having the tactical and strategic approach of making sure that everything is in place and everything is in motion so that you make it there, right? I'm training for a fight right now. It would be incredibly irresponsible of me to think that my opponent is going to be easy. So I'll just cruise through the training, just barely getting by, going to the gym once a week, not running at all, and not doing any kind of conditioning, eating sloppy, drinking and smoking every weekend, and going out and not prioritizing my training, not prioritizing my state of mind, not prioritizing my concentration. It's disrespectful to the sport, is disrespectful to myself, is disrespectful to the opponent. And a man that would view it as such and go about it that way with that careless attitude is going to lose and is not going to get far in life. It's the same thing with your business, right? It's all about your routine, it's all about your process, and it's all about how serious you make it. You cannot just think that life is going to be so effortlessly easy that you underestimate your opponent, that you underestimate the process, and you take your eyes off the wheel or off the gas meter in this specific example and think that you're going to be okay. Meanwhile, when you go ahead and check around, oh shit, we ran out of fucking gas. I wasn't paying attention, right? And this could appear in many ways in life, right? So while you're climbing up the ladder of success, do not take your eyes off the essentials just because you've achieved a little bit of success, right? Maybe you've gotten your first closing or your second closing or your third closing. Things are going really well. You've had the best month so far, and you decide to take your eyes off the prize and coast a little bit, chill a little bit. That's when shit like this happens. When you get too comfortable, when you get too complacent in your relationship because you've attracted that beautiful woman that, you thought was worthy of your attention. So you took your eyes off the prize. You took your eyes off of being that man that was capable of attracting her to begin with, and you started now to demonstrate sloppy behaviors. And now she starts disrespecting you. She starts nagging you. She starts losing attraction towards you. She stops having sex with you. Next thing you know, she's cheating on you and you don't have a relationship anymore. And then you choose to blame her because you're so weak that there's no way that you could have been the problem. No. The best principle that you can adapt as a man is that everything is your fault. Everything, right? Me running out of gas right now in this random town in Louisiana is my fault. It's not the truck's fault. It's not the traffic's fault. It's not that I have to drive 24 hours to New York and I should have taken a plane. It's none of that. It's my fault because I wasn't paying attention to something that was so fundamentally important to be capable of achieving a successful trip without this specific hiccup. Now it's an obstacle. What do we do? As soon as it happened, all right, well, cool. Called a couple companies, found one within 5 minutes, and now they're on their way. And that's what you do whenever you hit any kind of hiccup on the road because it will happen. It will happen. The only thing that's different is that it tends to happen less when you learn these lessons and you become more aware that these things do happen. And whenever they do happen, you don't just stay down. You get back the fuck up and you keep going. Learn from life. Any kind of experience that you're capable of experiencing, it's an opportunity for you to milk that experience and take the lessons from them and apply them to your life one way or another, right? There's a multitude of ways that I could apply this very lesson to my business, to my relationship, to everything in my life. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And that's exactly what you should be doing because I'm sure that you're learning something every single day. And if you're not, it's because you're choosing not to. Because every day you open your eyes, life is going to teach you something if you're willing to learn. But if you just want to float around and you just want to coast and that's what you want to do and that's how you think you should live your life, then you're going to be average for the rest of your life because you're never going to learn the lessons that are going to keep moving you forward and keep making you better. Take that with you, run with it, and do something fucking great with it. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.